representing SSA. Will the big momentum from Rock continue to serve them well, or will Foot take the next step towards international glory? Here we go, as we'll kick it off at the iconic backdrop of Mansfield Night, Game 1. Brought to you by Progressive here at the World Championship Play-In. Let's roll.
Kickoff will be back to Torres. Was full boost. Nice close follow by Twiz. This is a chance for VK Salen. Simple shot towards net. Gonna need more than that to break through this Rock defense.
An inauspicious start there for Rock. Under fire very quickly, letting Salen get very close to their net, but now they're on the attack. Abdullah from the ceiling and quickly sent away by Torres. Only as far as Ghazi. Again, this Rock squad facing very tough competition from all around the world throughout their LCQ, and still only conceding about a goal and a half per game as VK Salen meets Ghazi at midfield.
I'm liking what I'm seeing from Rock Esports, the amount of aggression they're playing with, the confidence to go up off the ceiling. Now that demo opening up space for Abdullah. They have been pressing Foot Esports from the kickoff.
Ghazi will give way to Twiz, but that's an awkward rotation, and Torres will snipe the far side.
Rock has all this pressure. You see the demo as well. Torres, no boost. Twiz a little slow to challenge, and the rotation back wasn't there. I think the shot a little bit surprising. Rock had been doing so much, but they concede that first goal.
Well, this goes right to Ghazi, up ahead to Abdullah. They've got the play all sniffed out, and Twiz can't get around on a shot. So Rock Esports had a trick up their sleeve, but snuffed it out. Now Twiz. Low boost, tried to set one up around the boards, and Ghazi was all the way on the opposite side, so couldn't immediately resume, and Leoro got that one away from Abdullah, but he had one lined up.
Oh, you're right, Stacks. That was lined up. Leoro was speeding to that ball. I was wondering, is he going to get the tip? Barely got that touch, but did enough. However, Rock Esports keep on attacking. Every time a shot comes, it seems like someone from Foot there to barely get enough on that ball to keep it out of net.
Twiz was diving across on the backboard, trying to disrupt Foot. There's a shot from Twiz off the crossbar, and VK Salen will pop it away. Ghazi there to collect at midfield and just kind of play the role of safety valve for now. VK all over him, though. And Abdullah is a little awkward coming off the wall. Ghazi was waiting down on the ground, and Foot almost caught Rock napping just a little bit. Back on the other side, Twiz's shot denied. Abdullah, follow, bouncer has Foot all awkward defensively, and on the goal line, forced through by Abdullah.
Oh, and then Mina, you know, Team Falcons, I think, are the best fake and shoot players in the game, but Rock showing a little bit of that flair as well. And you can see the panic on defense. Clear attempt hit back by one of the Foot players back into a dangerous spot, and Rock Esports will tie things up and finally make the most out of the pressure they've had all game.
Abdullah was creeping up. VK Salen got it away from him only for a moment. Abdullah from the heavens again, and this time out from the side. Ghazi to Twiz, and Rock have two on the trot.
Will the floodgates open? Abdullah getting underneath that ball. You see Leoro low on boost. The bump threatened as well. Beautiful placement by Twiz. And Rock, they've looked like the better team this game, even though they conceded that first goal. They finally scored two back-to-back to take the lead. Foot playing very defensively. We'll see if they mix things up now.
And mechanics make such a huge difference as well. Just the threat of scoring from any angle makes those fakes even more devastating. VK Salen now looking for help. Abdullah's all over him. Ghazi takes over, cuts around one, almost got around Torres. Good hold in the air, and now it's VK Salen. Flip reset with Leoro running interference, and Twiz right there to stop anything further.
Yeah, that flip reset not as effective as what we've seen from Rock Esports. I think mechanically, Rock playing a little more polished of a game so far. Twiz up in the air. Twiz flip reset, double pass to the middle. Abdullah flips around the ball. Ghazi's third man, and he dives in. Can Torres get around this for the counter? Couldn't do it quick enough, but that was a dangerous moment there for Rock Esports. And now they let in foot. Rock, despite giving up that counterattack opportunity, VK Salen flips right by the ball. Torres has no boost. That was a head scratcher of a play.
You go back to the big challenge won by Foot to get on the, or rather Rock to get on the attack about 20-30 seconds ago. You knew somebody was going to score off of that exchange because everybody was so awkward. Turns out to be Rock. 2-goal lead now with just a minute to go here in game one. Again, best of fives here all throughout the play-in. A very short time to recover from mistakes. Lioro with the boost steal out of the corner, but it's Ghazi forcing his way through. He'll steal some boost from the Foot side. Twiz for the dagger, it's off the bar.
That double commit opening up space for Rock to take that shot. So not only mechanically our Foot making a few mistakes, but positionally as well. Now a backward pass again. We've seen Rock go for that a couple times. Ghazi off his own back wall, flip reset into an air dribble again. Just trying to waste time off the clock.
There's just nothing for Foot to do here. I mean, you certainly can't score if you don't have the ball. Lioro, last ditch effort, blocked away by Ghazi, and Rock can breathe easy now. 5 seconds left. Ghazi launches one forward. Twiz will pop it up for Abdullah, and Rock Esports take game one.
Rock Esports from the very first kickoff pressing Foot. But you can't forget, Foot did score the first goal of this game. However, it seemed like a small window that Rock gave them. Foot capitalized on, but other than that one small window, there was no opportunity, it seemed like, for Foot Esports to get another one.
The shot disparity between Rock and Foot, I figured it was high. I didn't think it was as high as it ended up being. 18-3. The shot advantage from Rock Esports. They just poured it on. Only 3 goals to show for their efforts, James. So it's not like they just scored at will, but giving up 18 shots in a 5-minute game, very much unsustainable for Foot.
And I mean, a great start for Rock. They possessed the ball so much, but also they were playing with confidence. You saw Abdullah going for flip resets, landing on the ceiling, making ceiling plays, the fakes. They were not playing scared whatsoever, which is what you expect a lot of times from teams that come in that don't have as much international land experience. Teams like Space Station Gaming, who dominate online, maybe come in a little bit slower once they're on land, but that was not the case whatsoever for Rock. They came out swinging, all players.
And immediately, just like they started game one, it's Foot Esports. Torres setting up VK Salen as he got swatted out of the air. Salen's there. And we have seen when Foot gets close to the Rock net, their rotations have been a little bit awkward.
But that was a perfect back right from Foot Esports that led to that goal. So off kickoff, making things happen. Rock. Oh, Twiz jumped up early and now off the post. That post bounce, I think, actually saving Rock a little bit of pain.
Very uncharacteristic for Rock after you watch their LCQ run in its entirety, and even the first game of this series, letting Foot Esports in real close to the net as Twiz saves one away. VK Salen scrambling back. Twiz is there. Abdullah and Ghazi both up. And it looked like both were trying to kind of occupy that second man spot, and all of a sudden we're getting maybe a little bit of my turn offense here out of Rock Esports.
They do stabilize, and they keep this ball in the Foot half. Twiz going for a backward pass, gets another touch. It is bouncing around like a pinball off attackers, defenders, everyone. And now Foot again trying to keep this out of net, popping it up at midfield. Lioro able to clear this one out. VK Salen trying to keep it in at the half. Lioro back to VK Salen, but you can see he's boostless.
Ghazi will flip out of the play. That forced Abdullah to jump with low boost, but he had some time and space to work with. Now Ghazi will launch Twiz downfield. Twiz got the flip reset and the demo, but Abdullah couldn't get there in time, and BK Salen and Foot Esports come away unharmed.
Abdullah will turn on this one, take an airborne solo play opportunity. Goes for another tip, backboard pass. It did make it through, but Torres patiently waiting on the backboard. Was able to effectively defend this ball and clear it all the way out with some great touches.
Torres has that one sent back once it came. BK Salen couldn't keep it in the zone. And then that looked like it might have gone off of Salen deeper into Foot territory. Could be dangerous now. Rock looking for an equalizer near the halfway mark of game 2.
Bump.
Ghazi couldn't get the bump. Just popped away. Still on the attack after the demo by Abdullah. Twiz for Abdullah. Low roller right down the middle.
It's the same script as last game. First goal for Foot, but then Rock starts to turn up the pressure. Nice slot again by Abdullah, seeing the challenger come in high. Takes the low shot, bounces right in. Rock tearing down that defense, one defender at a time.
How does Foot handle this kickoff? Neutral in their own territory. Torres won it cleanly, but BK Salen, the demo, still takes him out of the play. Torres, can he do anything with that? He's got Salen in support. Will he set him up? Lioro also waiting, but he's got low boost to jump into the play, and that is little more than a give back to Rock.
Back-to-back demos from behind stacks. And those, in both of those situations, it was a shooter preparing to take that shot. So, panicky, a little scary for Rock, but they got the job done connecting on those demos. And a light hit. Looked like the net had some vulnerabilities there, but Ghazi able to get back and block that weak shot by Foot, who now have to defend. Twiz flip, reset off the bar and out.
What a great setup by Abdullah as well. An aggressive turn. He'll score it himself. A fastball that Foot couldn't catch up to.
That flip reset didn't score, but it did damage to the structure of the defense. Ghazi also stealing that corner boost, going in for the bump, doing so much work to clear the way for Abdullah.
Once again, Rock concedes the opening goal, scores 2 in a row. And now can they put it away just as they did in game 1? They sure can. Abdullah makes it 3-1.
Throw your toppers out onto the field. That's a hat trick for Abdullah. Lovely first touch. Abdullah doesn't even have a lot of boost going up against Lioro, who's got basically a full tank, but that first touch was so good, it allowed him to control it, spot the weakness, and hit the mark. Great stuff from Abdullah offensively, but defensively makes a mistake here going up for this ball.
We've seen it happen quite a few times that Foot hasn't been able to take advantage of some miscues defensively out of Rock. This one concedes a goal. Back to a 1-goal game now. Maybe some momentum back for the SSA representatives.
It's another back right for Foot. That's how they scored the first goal of the game, but the kickoff not going the way they expected this time. Twiz will score it. It went back right, but you could see Lioro awkward on how he was approaching that ball to handle it. That gave an opportunity to Twiz.
Lioro did all he could, but the SSA MVP unable to make the save, and the lead back to 2 now for Rock. Salen has Twiz bearing down on him. Got around Torres as well. Abdullah just waiting for a pass that took too long to get there, and the defensive Foot converges to keep this game within reach. Down to a minute though. A 2-goal deficit just as they had in game 1 around this time. BK Salen trying to win that ball. Not happening. Ghazi out of the corner, double just off the mark.
Really going for it, and you can see with the plays they're choosing to go for, that killer instinct that's there for Rock. They are not afraid. They are going in to finish the job. No fear whatsoever. Ghazi, really awkward situation, but a great touch to the corner. That buys time for his teammates to get back on defense.
Foot staring down the prospect of needing to reverse sweep to stay in the upper bracket here in the play-in. Down to 15 seconds. Got to move now, but first they got to rip possession away from Rock. Down to 10 seconds now. Torres couldn't get a piece. They got to chase this down and keep it out, but they're not moving forward quickly enough. VK Salen, can he score with time left? No, he can't. And Rock Esports are one game away now from advancing in the upper bracket here in the play-in, and Foot are going to start to sweat a little bit more.
Foot struggling again. You know, they started out this game much better. Beautiful back right kickoff, getting a goal. Much more threatening this game overall, but Rock just finding ways to get the job done. We did see a couple miscues from them, but overall, they've looked faster. They've looked more mechanical. They've been having much better possession. They pick up another win here, and now just one game away from sweeping Foot.
One game away from sweeping Foot and ending their collective losing streak here are Rock Esports after dropping their last 3 league play matches in the Saudi E-Leagues coming into the World's play-in. 6 demos on the side of Rock Esports. They were very physical in game 2. Only 1 demolition on the side of Foot. And that's one of your many storylines here, James.
Yeah,
going into game 3 with Foot needing to change a lot.
And they weren't just your old run-of-the-mill demos either. They were perfectly timed where they're playing defense, a shooter's about to take a shot, and they demo the shooter from behind when they're in their own defensive half. You don't really see that be the primary demo strategy, but Rock had made that work. A lot of times it is a last resort, because if you end up missing that bump attempt, it can be bad.
Well, on to DFH Stadium now for game 3, established 2015. Will it be the final resting place for Foot in this series? Ghazi trying to force his way all the way through, and Torres there with the clearance, and then a couple of Rock players ended up bumping into each other along the goal line. That opens things up. And can Foot score again early? Ooh. Not this time. Twiz has that away towards VK Salen.
You saw Twiz jump early, pre-jumping, trying to close the angle in case there was a shooter ready to go, but there was no one there for Foot. Allowed Twiz to get back down in control of that ball.
A 50 game from Rock has been outstanding, and it's set up opportunities like this. Here's Abdullah, the follow-up. Throw it up there for Ghazi, and Torres will collect.
Twiz poke around, going for the double off the back wall, but VK Salen did a nice job of shutting down that play. Ball hit right to Ghazi, though, pops it up in the air, reset, pass out to the middle. Twiz jumps, Twiz shoots, Twiz scores!
That is absolutely clean from Ghazi. Has not scored in this series, but he's got his 6th assist off of a beautiful flip reset pass.
And not only is he getting the flip reset, making the pass, but when he's using that flip to get the pass, he's also putting his car in a spot that impedes the defender. That was such good play by Ghazi. And Rock finally score first, so I'm not sure if they'll win this one. You know, usually they're battling from behind.
The team that scores first wins X% of games, and not today. Has been Foot scoring first, but Rock scoring more often. Abdullah crossover towards Ghazi, who has to go all the way back to midfield, so Abdullah will dive in himself. And Twiz will dive in as well from the back. He's got Ghazi in support. I don't think Ghazi was expecting the pass to get through as far as it did. He's back a little bit. So now Torres up ahead. Got the boost steal out of the corner. Lioro can't stay with the play, though, and Abdullah will take charge.
Off the ceiling again. I've seen this a couple times now from Abdullah. Off the bar. Abdullah loves it. You know, bring the ball up high, go from ground to ceiling, threaten the shot from there. Love that from the young Mina player.
Once again, another excellent challenge out of Rock. Another high-quality opportunity right in front of the Foot Esports net. Now they go back the other way. Abdullah battling with Lioro. Torres got that ball popped up. There's nobody there to dive in for Foot Esports. And Rock will be able to weather the storm again. It's Ghazi coming out What else does he have up his sleeve here to set up his teammates? He has been brilliant in this series so far.
Ghazi, the setup player. But with those mechanics as well, don't sleep on him. You can still take it to net. Ghazi trying to clear this ball out. Good speed from Torres. BK Salen leaves it for Lioro, but Twiz is there, and the rebound is not scored. That was the best chance Foot has had all game.
Yeah, it looked like by design, trying to maybe throw the defense off one more time, not panic and make the extra pass. Got to be a little selfish. The offense has not been working for Foot Esports. Got to cash in the opportunities you get. Lioro swatted out of the play. Ghazi will collect alongside Twiz, and Ghazi takes charge. They'll break out in formation, looking to maybe put the series away with 90 seconds left in game 3. Ghazi can turn on this. Here comes Abdullah, 2-0.
Oh my goodness, indeed. Ghazi, first touch, then immediately goes into bump mode, opening up the shooting lane once again for Abdullah. Ghazi so selfless in this series.
Ghazi had almost as many assists as his teammates combined in the LCQ, where they only dropped 2 games. Picking up right where he left off with his 7th here in this opening round match in the play-in. Down to a minute left now. Lioro with VK Salen and Torres behind him. No longer with VK Salen behind him. And Rock Esports again work their way into Foot territory.
Foot, and the best opportunity they had. Follow-up shot off a rebound, nowhere close. Seems like hope starting to dwindle for Foot. They still have a little bit of time, but they're going to need one soon. Ghazi does get demoed by Torres. Chance for VK Salen.
Foot have been outshot coming into this game 26-8 in the series, and almost the final blow dealt. Could be now. Ghazi in for Twiz and popped away, but no boost at all for Foot Esports. They'll try to break out of the zone and try to catch Rock napping, but it's not going to happen. Lioro shot sent away by Twiz. VK Salen can only bring it back. Wrong direction. And Rock Esports will advance along the upper bracket with 1 foot in the grave down below.
Great performance from Rock Esports. Ghazi, the setup player. How many assists did we see from him? He was setting up his teammates left and right. Mechanical Abdullah as well, hitting his mark. Twiz, rock solid as well. Great team effort